Good evening, everyone. It is happening. Welcome to the 2020 innovAGEING National Awards presentation. We're broadcasting live to you from the Commonwealth Bank's Colonial Theatre here in Sydney. I'm Merlin Kong, head of innovAGEING, and I will be your host this evening. Now, before we begin, let me just take a few moments to say that I hope all of you and your loved ones are safe and well. Please look after yourselves and each other. This has been a challenging year. And this awards program is a fitting platform, not just to celebrate the successes in the sector for this year, but also your hard work, your perseverance, and the courage that you've taken in order to make innovation happen for all of us. Essentially, without you, we wouldn't be here this evening. And to take a quote from a social media post I received today, such amazing talent, creativity, and dedication on display. So very proud to be part of Australia's Age Services. And I think with that, on behalf of innovAGEING, on behalf of our foundation partners, on behalf of the 3,000 participants that we have in our network, thank you very much. And I think tonight, I think it would be fitting for me to just thank everyone who's made tonight and this program this year possible, and we'll front end that in this program. First off, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our foundation partners, the Commonwealth Bank and KPMG Australia. In particular, Belinda Haggerty and Kaizad Mehta from the Commonwealth Bank, and Nikki Doyle and James Mabbott from KPMG Australia. In particular also, I'd like to single out Ryan Smith from the Commonwealth Bank. I think with his hard work today and his perseverance, he's brought this whole event together here at the theatre. So thank you so much, Ryan, for this. I'd also like to take a moment to thank Dora Ferreira from KPMG Australia, who's actually organized things from her end and within her organization and made tonight possible also. This awards event tonight is made possible by the huge number of nominations that we received, and it was a very big task for the judges. And I think with that, I think we should acknowledge and also thank the judges. They are James Mabbott from KPMG Australia, Eloise Newbury from the Commonwealth Bank, and Kerry Lanchester from Leading Age Services Australia. And look, at the end of the day, I can't do this by myself. In addition to these individuals, I was supported by the communications team at Leading Age Services Australia, Nick Way, Brian Schwartz, Linda Baraccioli, Sarah Byers, and also our incredible events team, Megan Ledden, Alexis Hartigan, and Susie Tillotson. And last but not least, I'd like to also thank LASA CEO Sean Rooney for his continued support all these years. We wouldn't be innovAGEING without him. So with that, I think let's kick off the formal festivities of this evening. Let's begin with a welcome message from LASA CEO Sean Rooney.
Hello, and welcome to the innovAGEING Awards for 2020. I'm Sean Rooney, Chief Executive Officer of Leading Age Services Australia, and I pay my deep respect to the Ngunnawal people here in Canberra and to all of the First Nations people across Australia, as this is a truly national event. I want to acknowledge also our fantastic leader of innovAGEING, Merlin Kong, and our proud and highly valued foundation partners, the Commonwealth Bank, and our friends at KPMG. I'd also like to thank the organisations and individuals who have entered the dozens of amazing and innovative projects in the innovAGEING Awards this year. From new approaches to enhancing the aged care experience, apps, wound management systems, all of these things that make life easier. This year's entrance showcase an extraordinary range of ingenuity and insight that make lives better. And it's almost 3 years since Leading Age Services Australia established innovAGEING, and it's been an exciting time. Our motivation to begin this product with welcome assistance from the federal government included the obvious innovation imperative in aged care. And we looked at the meta shifts in our society. We've got an ageing population, an upswing in the ubiquity of digital technology, artificial intelligence, and many aspects that can come together to improve the lives of our elders. And innovAGEING converges these things with solutions to improve the quality of life for the growing number of older people in Australia and also around the globe, and especially as we enter into the World Health Organization's decade of healthy ageing. We're seeing the value of innovation, which has been further motivated in our nation by resourcing constraints in the aged care system. And there has been a requirement, therefore, for us to think more holistically and collectively around transformation in our sector. And innovAGEING takes this context and helps us translate it into work that's meaningful, practical, and beneficial. And 3 years ago, we were thinking about, well, what's missing in Australian aged care? There wasn't a community of innovation thinkers and doers that was curated or supported. Instead, there were many groups of people doing interesting stuff. So we set about creating and imagining a network, somewhere where people could connect and engage. And when people talked about innovation in aged care, there was lots of chatter, but it was difficult to define it. And we decided to create a showcase that highlights a raft of case studies that are really smart in ideas and technologies, changes that demonstrated examples of the latest approaches. And finally, we wanted to encourage more innovation and reward those people who are doing great work. And that led to the awards program that we're celebrating tonight, enabling us to acknowledge the incredible efforts that you are making and further showcase and promote innovation in aged care. Getting all of these things right leads to realising meaningful outcomes for older Australians, whilst also reimagining the profile of our sector as a go-forward, smart and tech-savvy industry that leads in care. As in the past, we have 5 awards this year: the Improving Consumer Choice, Enhancing Consumer Experience, Realising Wellness and Reablement, Increasing Care and Service Productivity, and Increasing Access to Care and Services. And it became clear this year that there was an opportunity to recognise specific high achievers and to showcase the individual innovators who shine in the aged services sector. So tonight, we will be awarding the Inaugural Aged Services Innovator of the Year Award. Now, this award recognises an individual who has successfully led and implemented innovation that has changed the way their organisation operates and has enhanced care delivery and care outcomes. I honour and applaud all of the entrants and pay special tribute to the finalists tonight. Best of luck and congratulations to you all.
Thank you so much for that, Sean. Really appreciate your words. Now, for those of you who attended last year's awards event, the attendees collectively concluded that Sean Rooney is the head of innovAGEING and I am the body. It's 2020 and I can safely say that innovAGEING has an IQ of over 160 and, well, a body that's 20 kilograms overweight. Now, look, I took a punt in cracking a joke in a live broadcast, so I hope on the other end you guys are laughing, or at least you can muster a chuckle. So let's park jokes aside. Let's get on to the formal proceedings here. This year, the Commonwealth Bank are a host for this award, and with that, I'd like to invite Tim Brown, General Manager for Specialised Industries from the Commonwealth Bank, to come up and say a few words. Tim.
Thank you, Merlin, and congratulations to everyone who's joined this virtual event. It's an absolute privilege for the CBA to host you all this evening, albeit in your lounge rooms. Merlin, we are delighted to be part of this program with our colleagues from KPMG. We see innovation in the aged care industry as one of the most important strategic priorities for the industry, and our small role in hosting events and providing resources is a small contribution to something that's very, very important. I'd like to just speak briefly to the heroes of this evening, who are the competitors, and particularly to the finalists. To everyone who's participated in the innovAGEING Awards, when we look at the aged care industry, we see it as an industry of national importance. And we look back on the last 12 months and the challenges that your industry has faced, challenges like COVID, challenges like forensic inquisition through the Royal Commission, and we look at what this community of innovators are doing with great pride and real reassurance about the future. To you who've participated in the award, you are the group that will help this industry to continue to thrive. You're the group that will help this industry to continue to adapt and be ready for the challenges of tomorrow. So I commend you all, finalists, competitors, and particularly to the winners, congratulations. Now, I also know that my speech is standing in the way of the most important bit, which are the awards. So I'm going to take off and wish you all the very best. And we really do look forward to celebrating your achievements throughout the night.
Thanks for that, Tim. Really appreciate it. Now, we'll have another second set of speeches. One of the things that I'd like to highlight is the ability that we get to work with KPMG Australia, and they get innovation right across the value chain. And with that, I would like to invite Nikki Doyle, partner in health, aging and human services at KPMG Australia, to give a couple of words and also to present the first award category. Nikki, over to you.
Thank you, Merlin. Thank you to CBA for hosting tonight. And I should say we're very delighted to be here and to actually be able to have the awards this year. The aged care sector is at a critical point in time, and the challenges that the sector has faced over the last 12 months, including both bushfires but also a global pandemic, are incredibly significant. In February, we have the Royal Commission due to hand down its recommendations, which will likely signal additional changes within the sector to strengthen the quality and safety for older Australians receiving aged care. Despite the year that we have had, the innovAGEING Award finalists tonight demonstrate that even through these most adverse of circumstances that we are in at the moment, the innovation is actually possible. And I think that's a testament to the finalists and also to the winners. I think that stands us as a sector in a really good stead coming forward. Innovation supports and drives new ways of working, which will deliver better outcomes for older Australians. In moving forward, it is critical to be able to innovate in order to be able to evolve and move forward. Innovation will enable new service models, embedding in the use of technology, considering new types of offerings, and support providers to transform their businesses in order to deliver better outcomes for older Australians. Innovation and the skills to innovate as individuals as well as organisations are essential for the aged care sector as we move forward. innovAGEING, through its work in identifying, promoting and supporting innovation in aged care, is an integral component to supporting the sector to embrace innovation and innovate and implement innovative ideas within the sector. KPMG is very proud to be a foundation partner of innovAGEING and to support innovation within aged care. We'd like to congratulate all of the nominees tonight and wish them good luck. On that note, I have the honour of presenting the first award tonight. So the first award is the Realising Wellness and Reablement Award. This award highlights an organisation that has a service delivery model that promotes independence, supporting older Australians to remain in their own home and community. So for 2020, this year's finalists are ACH Group, ADSI Limited and YourLink, Benetas, Guide Healthcare with Bupa Corwell and Bupa Sterling, Prescare and Compago.
We are really thrilled to be a finalist in the Realising Wellness and Reablement category because it is such a key aspect of how we deliver services with our Good Lives approach. So ACH Group's smart technology services are based on the premise that you can continue to have a good life and to live independently at home, and you just need the right supports and adaptations, which of course includes technology. Because the service is led by our occupational therapists who have expertise in technology, we're really able to tailor the service to support reablement and independence and to fit with the goals of the older person. Our support workers then provide coaching to learn to use devices, and if the person needs help getting set up or high-level IT help, we have a partnership with IT for Retirees, a local business. Our staff have put in place just an enormous range of devices, from robot vacuum cleaners to smart door locks, smart blinds, sensor lights for safety and security, devices that support people to keep track of their appointments, to stay in touch with family interstate. And during the lockdown, of course, we supported people to attend virtual choir rehearsals and to keep joining in with activities they weren't able to attend face-to-face. And Flinders University has also undertaken an evaluation of the program, which has shown that it increases people's confidence and sense of safety at home. So, of course, there's so many technology solutions coming out all the time, which are often devices or software. So we are really, really pleased with this recognition that the industry also needs innovative service delivery models which support older people to learn to use these new technologies and then to embed them in their daily lives. So the ACH Group's Smart Technology Service is a model that can continue expanding to support whatever innovative new technologies pop up next to help people live a good life.
Being a finalist in the awards is really important to ADSI. It provides us with the opportunity to showcase our use of technology to the industry and to our peers, and to recognise the benefits that technology can so easily bring to the daily lives of our clients, especially during a pandemic. We're in a very strong place to implement these programs due to our previous work with YourLink over a number of years, which meant that we really had the experience in designing and running several technology programs already and could build on what we had learned together over the years. Working closely with YourLink and our clients, we co-designed programs that provided clients with devices and connected them to their families, their community, their hobbies and interests. YourLink trained over 100 of our staff and volunteers to become what we call tech mentors for our clients. And these were staff that already had existing relationship built with the clients, which really helped the program. We also offered a digital connection program, which has really been a winner for clients. They've told me it demystified the technology experience and have told me about the difference it's made to their enjoyment in daily life. It has increased their independence and it's definitely reduced their social isolation. So the next step for us is we're going to scale up with YourLink, these new programs, to provide assistance to more clients. And our relationship with YourLink has really been instrumental to our success. And finally, innovation has really provided the platform for us to better support our clients and to ensure ADSI remains sustainable and attractive to clients in the future. So I'd really like to hand over now to Richard, my partner in all of this, to explain it from YourLink's perspective.
Thanks, Jenny. Yeah, and look, I think it's just wonderful to see the work that we've done together that's very much built on a strong partnership mindset. For us, it's very much working with organisations like ADSI. ADSI's got a very strong partnership built on, we've got one built on trust and respect, and being selected as finalists, you know, amongst an impressive lineup of peers for ADSI. I think it is wonderful recognition for the teams on the ground and for all of us within this group. It also highlights from our perspective how ADSI is really one of the leaders in how they're adopting digital innovation. So it's nice recognition for Jenny and their team as well. So I think the last bit is this shared focus we have on the positive outcomes and really supporting people to remain independent. So we're really looking forward to the future ahead, and it's just a privilege to be in this finalist category, I think, for all of us.
Well, at Benitas, we want all older people to live their best life and helping to educate people on frailty is an important demonstration of this brand principle. We know that people out there are really hungry for information, and Benitas feels it important to provide good, clear information. The Positive Aging Tool, or PAT, as we've called her, was conceived from a long clinical research project that we conducted, and it's a great way to show people, introduce people to the issue of frailty, and give them some good, clear, engaging information to help them understand what frailty means for either themselves or a loved one. So being recognised for this is a great tribute to the work I think the exec team at Benitas want us all to do, and how we advocate and improve the lives of older Australians. It's also important for us because it really demonstrates the great clinical research that we do, and it's a great example of us applying real life benefits from that research that spreads far outside Benitas. And it also demonstrates our new customer focus. So this is a real shift for Benitas, embedding customer perspectives and consideration into every decision. And the Benitas customer experience vision and principles that we launched about a year ago, Pat falls perfectly into that. And it's a proof point. In particular, one of our principles is to help people and to show them the way. And it's at the very beginning of our customer journey, and it's a great demonstration of that.
25. Whoa, shaky. 26. Okay, stop it there. Cut it. You just missed out.
Oh,
hey,
no.
my name's Haj, a physio from Bupa Corwell.
Hi, my name's Abby, a physio from Bupa Sterling.
And thank you so much, guys, for this nomination for the Get Up Guide. It supported residents to stay fit, healthy and active in this tough and turbulent time. Not only physically, but mentally, and not only within this home, but within the broader community. We had weekly challenges. Abby was just chucking one down. She just missed out. Pat at this home managed to do 28 wall push-ups within 30 seconds. An amazing effort. And you know what? It's ignited their competitive spirit, which till this day, they still put in 100% effort into all their exercise and into all the wellness programs.
So this really means a lot to our site and our team because it really highlights the day-to-day improvements we see in all the residents due to the Get Up Guide program. We've seen the changes in attitude and perspective, where they're all super motivated and energized to do things because of how we're able to integrate technology and people from homes all over Australia to build something bigger than what was ever thought possible.
There's obviously no surprise as to why our Get Up Guide program was so successful. We had awesome clinicians like Abby and Haj driving the enthusiasm at their sites every week. The idea was originally inspired to make sure that our residents kept moving, had something to look forward to, obviously helped to combat some of that social isolation during the early phases of COVID. But we wanted to make sure that it was available to all aged care homes across Australia. So we made it free on our website. And in the end, we had our exercise sheets downloaded more than 2,000 times. Our videos of our daily exercise programs were viewed more than 1,800 times. We had more than 300 residents come to our weekly live exercise sessions that we ran for 10 weeks. And yeah, it was just such a successful program. It was so much fun. So happy to obviously be recognised. It means a lot, particularly a program that was inspired through COVID and through this tough period. It's so great to know that we were able to make an impact. So thank you to innovAGEING, and thank you to our awesome OTs and physios, and obviously to Bupa Sterling and Bupa Corwell who supported this idea. Yeah, it's definitely great to be able to have made an impact.
I think for us, we're aware that the aged care landscape is changing, and we really want to put a strong investment into our kind of tech innovation, moving forward. I think it's going to allow us to be able to, solve a number of problems that the aged care sector is going to, need to work its way through in the height of COVID and royal commissions, aging population, and changing expectations of that population. So, technology allows us to be able to address issues with capacity, access for rural and remote clients, and improves our ability to fund the services, engage, with the clients and have them as kind of central in their health and well-being, moving forward. And I guess exactly what, the category is, it's wellness and reablement. So, how do we take someone who might be 90 years of age? It doesn't mean that they can't improve and that we can't look at, different solutions to make their life better here and now and moving forward. So I guess ultimately for us, being nominated helps with the, motivation to keep working in this area, and helps to look at, well, how do we improve this sector as a whole, not just Pres Care, and then, in turn, improving the outcome for clients, which is what we're all here for.
And the winner of this year's innovAGEING National Awards for Realising Wellness and Reablement is Benetas.
Wow, what a fantastic opportunity, and thank you, Merlin, and the rest of the team at innovAGEING for this great award. I think I'd like to, on behalf of Benetas, thank Nicola Reynolds and the rest of the marketing and communication team for all their work on this, and also Dr. Catherine Joyce, who leads our research team, who started all the research that this project was based upon, and most of all to all the employees at Benetas who make a difference every day to the lives of all our clients and their families.
Thank you very much for that, Nikki. We'll get you to come back up to present another award a little bit later on tonight. Richard and your team at Benetas, congratulations, job well done. We're happy for you, and we're celebrating here in the studio. Moving on to the next category, it's going to be the Increasing Care and Service Productivity Award. And with that, I would like to invite Kaizad Mehta, National Director for Healthcare from the Commonwealth Bank. Kai, come on up.
Thanks, Merlin. And I'm really excited here today to be presenting the next award for Increased Care and Service Productivity. Now, this award recognises an organisation that has aligned staff, process, data and technology, resulting in improved delivery of healthcare services for older Australians. So without further ado, this year's finalists are ECH, Jindalee Aged Care and Humanetics, Lindoc Living, Posistence with St Sergius Aged Care, and VMCH with UMPS.
Being a finalist for this award is really important to us all at ECH. We've been going through a significant transformation over the last 5 years now, all about trying to ensure that we're doing all that we can do to enable older Australians to have the ageing process in place that they would like and to carry on living independently at home. And so to be a finalist in this award and recognition of the way in which we've been developing our services to get that outcome is just a real boost to everybody here.
We're very excited to be selected as the finalist. This has been a huge project that we've undertaken, and it started with the Department of Health determining that the humanetics system was a technology of national importance. We thought that it was a very good opportunity for us to look at the very cutting edge ideas that were going on in technology at one of our larger facilities, so we agreed to be the trial partner. The system is so different to anybody else's system that it really excited our on-site staff. They were keen to participate in the program, and we have actually had 175 of our employees actively involved over the 2-year period in rolling out the program. It's been a mammoth task, and we've now finished it, and it's working successfully, and all our hard work has paid off. So we're very extremely happy with the result. And the system itself is groundbreaking. It prepares the individual care plan for each of our residents from a selection of 250 care tasks and assessments, and then our staff deliver the care in accordance with the program instructions. It's recorded in the system in real time, and all of the assessments and care delivery events are captured. It's an amazing result for the work that our team have done. We congratulate Humanetics, all our staff at Jindalee, and the Canberra University Evaluation and Monitoring team. We're delighted to be a finalist.
The synergy between the built environment and model of care supports our vision for a healthy lifestyle, living well and enjoying life experiences. Our staff have been central in the implementation and have adapted their skills and mindset by embracing this model as it moves away from tasks and focuses on really listening to our consumers, taking their life experiences and knowledge into account and including their families in their care and choices. It's been a team approach that has used collaboration and design thinking methods to produce a holistic package. Receiving this recognition highlights the importance of how, by caring differently, respecting the dignity and individualisation of the consumer, we are dispelling the age-old stigma surrounding aged care.
Pressure injuries were identified by the Royal Commission as one of the major challenges the Australian aged care system faces. For example, in the last quarter, there were more than 12,000 residents with pressure injuries. Until now, there wasn't a solution available that the aged care providers could use to address the problem. PosiSense is innovative technology that shows an 84% reduction in the number of pressure injuries. Our objective is to make the providers aware about the technology, that a solution is now available. innovAGEING was one of the first media platforms that published an article about PosiSense in early 2020. That publication was it greatly increased the market awareness and led to one of our major breakthroughs. innovAGEING proved to be a very effective, efficient, and influential channel for reaching the aged care providers. And we hope that being a finalist would be a next major step in building up the industry awareness about PosiSense, and ultimately would help us reduce the pressure injuries to zero. Thank you.
We're very honoured to be recognised in this way. As an organisation, we are constantly looking for more effective ways to respond to our vulnerable clients and solve the challenges within the industry. We think that the recent challenges of COVID-19 and what's emerged through the Aged Care Royal Commission has highlighted the need for innovation in the sector. And it's required a mindset shift in the way we work together, and it's needed us to be more holistic in the way we work. We needed to view our workforce and our clients and our families in kind of like an ecosystem, so we could look at solving problems and testing our assumptions. The partnership with UMPS has opened doors to design services to ensure that people, not only older people, can improve their quality of life with the use of technology. And it signals a change in behaviour so people can be more proactive to our response rather than responding to an incident. So we see the innovAGEING Awards as an important way to showcase that we are continually looking for new and different ways to provide services to our clients, enhance their quality of life. And it's a really highly regarded award in the sector. We believe Australians should have the choice to remain at home for as long as possible, and we will support that choice by providing them opportunities to stay safe at home. The recognition is proof that there's much to gain if you step out of your comfort zone and look for alternative ways to provide care when you can't be physically present. So we want our clients' interactions and their loved ones and their case managers to be natural, focused on who they are, honest and meaningful discussions around what they do. This technology is a proactive way for us to respond, communicate more effectively and keep people safe. In the competitive home care market, having the recognition from an organisation such as Laser for the innovAGEING Awards is invaluable to our credibility as a service provider. We want to be an organisation of choice for our clients and for staff. This is a great way to showcase our honest and ongoing commitment to those who are ageing. We're honoured to be selected as a finalist in the category of increasing care and service productivity.
I'd like to congratulate all the finalists here tonight for this award. They're all very they're all great initiatives, really, and I'm really looking forward to continue to follow the outcomes that are going to be delivered in due course. But there can only be one winner, and tonight the winner of the Increasing Care and Productivity Award is PosiSense with St Sergius Aged Care.
I am glad to learn that PosiSense has won an innovAGEING national award, and I think this will be a major milestone in establishing the reposition management systems such as PosiSense as a best practice in pressure injury prevention. I would like to thank St Sergius and St Sergius Aged Care and the CEO Helen Workman for recognizing the importance of this technology and helping us in its development. I also would like to thank Professor Paul Fulbrook and Dr. Sandra Miles from the Prince Charles Hospital, which is one of the world's leading research centers in pressure injury prevention. They've been providing invaluable clinical guidance and support since the early days of PosiSense development. And of course, I also would like to thank innovAGEING and Marilyn Kong for helping us in reducing pressure injuries to zero.
Thank you very much for that, Kai, for presenting that award. I will get you on a little bit later on to present another one, if that's okay with you. To Vladimir and your team at PosiSense and also St. Sergius, congratulations, job well done. Somehow or another, I think this is the beginning of something else, so keep up the good work. We're moving on to our third award category now, and that is the Increasing Access to Care and Services Award. And with that, I'd like to invite James Mabbutt, partner and head of KPMG Innovate, to present that. Over to you, James.
Thank you, Merlin. Increasing access to care and services. So this award recognises an organisation that enables older Australians to easily access care and services across the organisation and aged services ecosystem where needed and wanted. This year's finalists are Ex Situ with IRT, Helping Hand Aged Care, and IRT Group.
We've done a lot of work on the platform itself this year to make it really available to as many people as we can. So we were really excited with what we've done to make people be able to take control of their own care plans and really put themselves as a human being into the care that they receive through these documents. So we're really excited about it.
Yeah, and I think one of the things we've always recognised that we wanted to represent a lot of minority groups and people isolated in remote areas really suffer and are disadvantaged as they age due to the lack of availability of support and face-to-face consultation to get documents done. And what really highlighted in this year, 2020, was the COVID situation where so many people were suddenly isolated or unable to see their families, frightened of how their lives were going to change due to this illness. And the reality of us being able to deliver via a telehealth solution makes this nomination really special to us, yes.
I think I'll deliver that response using a narrative approach. But what might trauma-informed approach to aged care look like? And what might that care look like when applied to the needs of senior survivors of institutionalised child abuse, to those who we know as the forgotten Australians? I remember Ian. I know that he had been physically and emotionally abused when he was a child in an orphanage in Adelaide. Ian never married. He lived on his own in a one-bedroom rented flat most of his adult life. I remember one of the occasions when I visited him. He was 67 years of age and very ill. He hadn't seen a doctor. He didn't want to go to hospital. And why would he? The feeling of being powerless, the smell, the touching, the people in uniforms with authority were all reminders of the orphanage that Ian was in. I rang an ambulance and took him to the hospital. He was diagnosed with advanced cancer last year. He had left it too late. It was just a matter of making him comfortable before he passed away. But he was very angry about being sent to hospital. So what did they do? They sent him to the mental health ward. They didn't understand him. Yes, I remember Ian, and I remember him very well. Ian was my brother. And it's important that what happened to my brother does not happen to another forgotten Australian. But how might that experience be very different if a forgotten Australian has the opportunity to identify their past experience on their intake and admission form? How might the hurt be eased or even erased if a clinical assessor asks a forgotten Australian what their needs are? How might residential aged care become a more authentically nurturing experience if all of its workers understood the impact of trauma? Helping Hand Aged Care is committed to learning the answer to those questions, sharing the answers with providers around the country, creating positive systemic long-term change within aged care, and changing the narrative for older people. And that is why being an innovAGEING finalist is so important to us. So on behalf of Helping Hand Aged Care, Ian, and all the people who identify as forgotten Australians, thank you for nominating us as finalists for this prestigious award.
Look, these projects are really important. This one in particular is really helping shape our organisation for the future. As we transform into the new world, it's all about customer experience, and it's all about effectiveness of staff in these hard times. But we've been on this journey for a number of years now, 5 years, from an IT strategy to annual roadmaps, lots of investment in innovation over the years. So we were a pretty early pioneer in this place, and we did a lot of things early, but we're really proud of the industry that's come along, and we're hoping us being a finalist just keeps driving this. You know, if it's unlocking funding, if it's unlocking resources, if it's motivating others to do more, you know, we're all in this together. So, and we're also really proud of our partners. So being a finalist is really great for our partners too. So John Perkins at Checked In Care, all the work we've done with him over, I don't know, 5 or 6 years as well. It just, you know, really creates something really good for the future. So, yeah, thank you.
And the winner of this year's innovAGEING National Awards for increasing access to care and services is IRT Group.
Thanks to Sean and all the guys again at LASA. You know, like we've always said, we can't do this without you guys, and the work you're doing in our industry is fantastic, and these awards are fantastic. So, yeah, it's just really great. 50 years we've been around. Over the last few years, we've had Patrick Reed, our CEO, taking control of the organisation and really come up with a really good, great one-team approach to everything we do. And that commitment that we give each other, and right from our front line through our business units right to our shared services, you know, we're all operating in the same direction. So, yeah, we're really proud of this award. And we just want to improve the lives of older Australians, and awards like this just help us do it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, James, for presenting that award category. To John and your team at IRT, and to John and your team at Checked In Care, congratulations and job well done. Hopefully there's cause for celebration this evening. Now we'll move on to our fourth category, and this is the Inaugural Award category, which is the Age Services Innovator of the Year. I'd like to invite back on the lectern, Kaizad Mehta to come and present this award.
Thanks again, Merlin. So I think this is a really special award, and it's really important that we do celebrate the individual successes and leaders right across the sector who are really driving change to deliver the care required for the future. So this award recognises a person who has successfully led and implemented innovation that has changed the way that their organisation has operated, as well as enhanced care delivery. So the finalists for this inaugural award are April Creed and Rebecca Glover from Ex Situ, Colin McDonald, Calvary Care with Leaf Independent Living Solutions, Doreen Power from Lindoc Living, and Kate Wedger, Southern Cross Care, SA, NT and VIC.
I think that we've had such an incredible journey and we understand the importance of innovation in the aged care sector. So to be able to be recognised for that and to be able to sort of spread the word and the power of being able to innovate in the sector is really exciting.
And particularly in a year that's been so unusual for aged care providers as well as innovators. It's been distraction after distraction, and to actually have so many people in the field showing all the great things they've done for ageing Australians is a real testament to, well, to the spirit of innovation and innovAGEING.
Well, thank you for inviting me to speak in such an auspicious night. To be a finalist of the innovAGEING Awards is something that's I don't know how to explain it. It's a really exciting thing to be able to share our knowledge that we've had with the Calvary Care and Leaf Independent Solutions and the products that we've come up with, to be able to get them on the bigger stage and people to be made aware of them, that what we're doing with this evidence-based technology and let other people understand that it's available for them and gives people opportunities that they've never had before if they're living in aged care. It was particularly wonderful in COVID-19 and people looking for technology or things to do during lockdown. If it continues onwards, this is a great platform to let people know that these products are out there and available, and that they actually work and they can do things for people that you've never dreamed of. So people really understand and they can do it. It's intuitive and they can do it by themselves. They don't need a staff to help it. And to be able to spread that news and to be part of this award process is a real boost to the well-being of people who we look after.
We're very excited at Leaf to be a finalist in the innovAGEING Awards. We're so grateful to the innovAGEING initiative to showcase all of the wonderful things that are happening in this area of care. We established Leaf to be able to provide solutions across a full breadth of functions of daily life. And while it's vitally important to deal with the practical things in life, it's so important also to help people to really experience living. And for us to be able to work with Calvary Care Retirement Communities and Colin McDonald to actually trial some of these evidence-based technologies and introduce them in a way where we can review them with the team members and the carers and the residents and see what impacts they can have has been truly amazing. So for us to be able to share this as an innovAGEING finalist is an amazing opportunity. Thank you very much for having us.
Well, as a regional leader striving to lead the way nationally, implementing innovation that creates a holistic approach shows a new way of living for aged care that is transferable and replicable in many ways, and it will benefit consumers for many years to come. This way of thinking for Lindoc has turned the concept of ageing into the concept of living well and healthy living. And as one size does not fit all, so by empowering our consumers to continue taking part in all aspects of their lives, has positive outcomes by keeping them physically, socially and emotionally connected within the community. As we move towards healthy living and wellness models that are supported by a built environment which respects the dignity and choice of consumers, it's important for the sector to continually recognise those who are thinking differently and leading the way in making positive changes within the aged care industry.
Thank you so much. It's a really lovely honour to be a finalist, or to be nominated to be a finalist. I think it's really nice to have the positive work in aged care recognised. I think there's so much good stuff that happens in aged care, whether it be community, retirement or residential, and to be able to share that with people who can go, yep, aged care is moving in the right direction, because those positive stories don't always get out there in the media, with the Royal Commission and a lot of things that are happening in aged care at the moment. I think it's important that those successes really are shared. And I've been in aged care. I've been lucky enough to be in the industry for 15 years. I started as a carer, and prior to that, I was a volunteer. So I was very, very lucky to grow up, I say, in aged care and to see the positive impact that we can have on, older persons' lives and what we can learn from them as well. So this is a really, really lovely honour, and, through our Better for Life and health promotion and healthy ageing approach, we've been able to reduce not just our wound numbers, but also prevent them and get, faster healing time through whether it be education, mentoring, and all those, that holistic approach. So it's really, really positive.
So congratulations to all the finalists again. I'd like to say thank you for all the work that you do right across the sector, and I'd implore you to continue to drive the change required to deliver the aged care required for tomorrow. So without further ado, the winner of the inaugural Aged Services Innovator of the Year is Kate Wedger, Southern Cross Care, SA, NT and Victoria.
Thank you so much. It's, like I said, it's an honour to be nominated to be a finalist, but to win the award against some really, really amazing competition, all the awards and achievements out there. It's so lovely. So thank you for that. Thank you to Southern Cross Care. We're such a dynamic and forward-thinking organisation. Everything we do is, at the heart of it, is better for life and health promotion and healthy ageing. So without that mantra and without that model that Southern Cross not just has, but it's really embedded into everything, we wouldn't be able to achieve what we've achieved. And through the rollout of our Wound Champions, when we started a few years ago, we've come such a long way. And at the foundation is optimal outcomes for older persons through, if they admitted with a wound or they happen to get a wound, what can we do to reduce the severity and that burden associated with the wound? But better yet, how can we prevent that wound from occurring in the first place? And we know that if someone has a wound or they've got a complex multiple disease processes at board, that does impact that quality of life. So how can we reverse that where possible, identify those key things, and through a person-centred care approach, really tailor a program that's better for that to help them achieve what they want to achieve and support them. So our Wound Champion portfolio is just one of those avenues. And, the results have really been positive, reducing facility-acquired pressure injuries by 53% in a year, total wounds by 20%, and skin tears in a year also by 30%. So we are achieving that through our Better for Life mantra and that holistic approach. So thank you to all the Wound Champions that we've got on our site. Obviously without them, those results wouldn't be possible, but the Wound Champions, education, everyone that's been involved with that, the support that we have for our Wound Champions, our managers on sites that just embrace it and support training and education, and really all the residents that support us through everything we do, and that's why we're here. So really thank you to Southern Cross Care for embracing our approach to mentoring and support, and really leading the way in Better for Life.
Kai, thank you again for presenting that award category. Kate, job well done. You've made innovAGEING history by being the first Aged Services Innovator of the Year. So look, I think that's cause for celebration. Let's move on to our next award category, and that is the Enhancing Consumer Experience category. And with that, I would like to re-invite back to the lectern Nikki Doyle from KPMG Australia. Nikki, over to you.
Thank you, Merlin. So this award is around enhancing consumer experience. The award honours an organisation that has met demands for tailored services with personalised and seamless experience, where older Australians feel respected and engaged. This year's finalists are Guide Healthcare with Eventide Homes Stay Well, IRT Group, Silver Adventures with St Joseph's Aged Care Lismore, Uniting Care Queensland.
Effective communication is one of the most important parts of our roles as carers and as health professionals. However, Communicating with older adults has its challenges, particularly for those people with hearing impairments. And COVID-19 threw up an all-new challenge. That's right, masks. It meant that those residents who relied on lip reading could no longer communicate as effectively as they normally would. However, our amazing OT Elizabeth came up with a solution. I'm going to get her to tell you a little bit about how it came about.
Have you ever had an experience where you walk into a resident's room and you realize that the resident can't follow anything that you're saying because they can't hear a word? Maybe they have a permanent hearing deficit, or maybe they've just misplaced a hearing aid. Or maybe they can't read your lips or can't read your facial expression because you're wearing a mask. I had exactly the situation while working with a profound deaf resident at Eventide Homes. It became quite clear immediately that the resident was feeling frustrated because of being unable to communicate with others. Seeing this, I decided to create communication cards with all possible questions that staff could ask or say during the course of the day. And it worked. The difference the card made to the resident and staff was amazing. There was a feeling of connection, a feeling of respect that was growing.
Due to the success that Elizabeth had with her residents, we wanted to come up with something that meant that everyone would have access to these amazing cards, and we thought an app was the best way to do it. It meant no more cutting out paper, no more laminating, and it's accessible to everyone, all carers, all family, anyone who's communicating with people can have access to the cards just as easy as pulling out their phone. We're really proud to be nominated in the Enhancing Consumer Experience category. It's certainly something that we're really passionate about, is creating a good consumer experience for all older adults in aged care. As an allied health provider, we're not particularly known for our tech savviness, so to have our app recognised is amazing, and I'm really happy for Elizabeth. This has really been her baby, so to get this kind of recognition is great, and I hope it means that we get more downloads and we can create a broader impact and some more residents benefit from our little idea.
Thanks once again, InnovAGEING, for giving us this recognition and this incredible platform to share our achievements, which hopefully could benefit others around the world.
Look, these awards and being a finalist, it's fantastic, but you don't do these projects just to win awards, but it is nice to be recognised. So thank you. It's great. Look, we've been on this journey for about 5 years now. We started off with a very detailed IT strategy, and then we've got annual roadmaps, and we're very, very focused on our investment in innovation, digital transformation, and disruption of the industry. So this award's really fantastic. We've done so many things, loss-leading projects. We've done things like the world's first autonomous cars running around aged care. But what this award will do, being a finalist, it's really exciting for us because it just drives something more for us. It helps us unlock funding, resources internally and externally. And it's also great for our partners, guys like John Perkins, who's been around the industry for a long time. It's really great for him to get that benefit as well. But I guess in summary, it just creates that fuel and energy that just helps us drive more innovation.
We're delighted as a startup to be recognised within this industry, and particularly it's very sweet because this award is around innovation, and we're a very innovative company. We're into our second year as a business, and I guess just to be in such a esteemed company, to be recognised that early on, and to be among other aged care providers and other service providers that are that are very well known and very innovative. It's very exciting for us, and we're really thrilled, and it's just it's amazing to be a finalist. Thank you.
Firstly, I just wanted to say thank you to Laser and the innovAGEING team. It's wonderful that we can really come together as a community in what's been a pretty challenging year for a lot of us. Being a finalist in the Enhancing Consumer Experience category is great recognition for the work that UCQ staff across Queensland put in daily to deliver services and exceptional experiences, not just for people that receive services, but for their loved ones as well and their family. And for our customer experience and innovation team, I think it's evidence that a small, resilient team that's really driven by purpose can have a meaningful impact for people and the organisation as well. And for Uniting Care, we actually have a bold vision that by 2030 we'll be a global leading light for innovation in the aged care sector. So being nominated as a finalist in this award is really just setting our path forward for that. And yeah, we're exceptionally grateful. Thank you.
Some great finalists there. And the winner of this year's innovAGEING National Awards for Enhancing Consumer Experience is Guide Healthcare Allied Health Team with Eventide Homes Stay Well.
We won the award. I thought there'd be more fanfare. No, not really. Obviously, look, really proud to have won an innovAGEING award. Innovation is one of our key company values. So to have our app recognised amongst so many other great entries is pretty amazing. Look, we just want to challenge all allied health providers to continue to innovate. It's only through innovation that we can truly achieve positive change. So I just want to say special thanks to Elizabeth, who created the idea, and to think that something was inspired by working with one resident now has the capacity to benefit so many residents across Australia. It's a great feeling. We're definitely very proud, and thank you for the award.
This award definitely is a recognition, not only for me, but for Guide Healthcare and Eventide Homes. It truly gives us a recognition for being able to improve the lives of our residents, who are the centre of our focus. This also validates how awesome it is to work in aged care. Platforms like these truly gives us the confidence to strive harder and to do things better for our residents every day.
Thank you, Nikki, for presenting that award category. Simon and Elizabeth, well done, incredible work. I think this 2020 has been a good year for the both of you. You've done really well. As with all the other winners, time to celebrate. So moving on to the next award category. So we're on our last award category, and that is the Improving Consumer Choice Award. With that, I would like to invite to the lectern Ryan Smith from the Commonwealth Bank. Ryan, over to you.
Thank you, Merlin. So Improving Consumer Choice. This award showcases an organisation that has consumer-focused initiatives that have tangibly improved the selection of quality services to older Australians. This year's finalists are Ex Situ with IRT, Lindoc Living, the Move and Groove program with Uniting New South Wales and ACT, and Uniting Communities.
I think it's really lovely. It's something that's really close to our hearts, having both worked in the sector for a long time. You see people who are very vulnerable and who often don't have a lot of choice in the care they receive and in all kinds of things. So it is something that is, to improve consumer choice in general, is something that's really important to us. So to be recognised for that's really lovely.
Because we're all also, our whole mission is to empower ageing Australians, and at the very heart of that is consumer centricity. And if aged care providers really understand they're empowered individuals, that's the solution to such a better future for both the providers and to individuals. So it's exciting and wonderful.
Yeah.
In the current environment, workforce and models of care are in the spotlight. It's exciting for Lindoc to be able to highlight a social model of care that is mutually respectful of the individual consumer and values that relationship by engaging them in all aspects of their care. At the forefront of Lindoc's master plan was a unique environment that supported the people, honoured the place, and provided purpose to individuals and their community. We have created an authentic environment and complementary social model of care that promotes a lifestyle that enables our consumers to go about their daily activities to the best of their ability and to make choices that enable them to live a fulfilled and active life with dignity. The outcome being that our consumers are provided many opportunities for socialisation and genuine human connection, which enables them to make choices and be respected as individuals.
Yeah, hi. We're really excited about being nominated for this award. innovAGEING is the peak industry body for innovation in aged care. And for us, it is really amazing to be recognised as a finalist. And it really recognises the impact our innovation is having on the sector. And for us, it actually builds credibility so that we can go out and start having more conversations in the sector about our program and make more impact for residents living in aged care, which is really our mission. And it also gives us just the opportunity to meet other like-minded innovators in the sector and encourage further innovation. So it's a brilliant initiative, and we're really, really honoured with our partner Uniting to be part of the finalists selection.
Well, I think about the reasons why we chose to come and live here as opposed to other places, and I think it really was. I think innovation is really what sets this place apart. It is, in terms of the whole of building, it's such a different approach to retirement living, and there were other factors such as location and I think the reputation of United Communities itself.
I think it's important to them. There's been enormous planning and work gone into where we are today. And because it's such a mixed-use building, which is a whole new concept, to be able to involve people in that and take an interest in it and come in here, I think they deserve a reward.
Some really great finalists there. So without further ado, the winner of this year's innovAGEING National Awards for improving consumer choice is Uniting Communities.
Well, thank you. It's a real honour for us to win such an award. It's such a new concept in this space, and of course, a lot of people have gone into this and made it what it is. So it's a big effort by a lot of people, right from the planning through to construction and through the concept. And of course, now that we're here, it's people like this that make it all worthwhile. So forward we go. It's fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ryan, for presenting that last award. To Mel, let me see if I can get everyone in here. To Mel, Chris, Pam, Keith, Warren, Robert, Julie, everyone in the video, congratulations, job well done. To you, to the UCD team, and yeah, look, it's an impressive project. Now we'll move on to a long-standing tradition with the innovAGEING Awards program, and that is we will take some time to recognize the innovAGEING Network Contributor for 2020. Last year, this went to Deanna Sacco at IRT, and this year I would like to announce that the innovAGEING or the Network Contributor for 2020 goes to Anthony Carroll. Now, he's been consistently supporting the network in 3 years or so that we've been operating, and one of the key things that he's been involved with this year is to help us maintain our digital infrastructure and our digital presence. In the past, he's contributed opinion pieces to the network. He's also worked with me in delivering Australia's first age services nudge-a-thon, and you see that in the photo that you're looking at on your screen. So with that, congratulations, Anthony. Job well done.
Thank you, Merlin. And of course, big thank you to Merlin for the last 3 years, and watching innovAGEING evolve over these years and being part of that. Really looking forward to the next phase of growth and seeing what else can come of the network and the industry. And the enthusiasm in the industry has basically given me that impetus to go forward and inspiration to pursue yellow sneakers to help people problem solve and find innovation in the industry, but of course other industries, but really keep that innovation spirit going. It's something very close to my heart and something that I've been loved doing over the last 3 years.
Thank you again, Anthony, and congratulations. Now, we're pretty much at the end of tonight's event. And with that, I would like to invite Kaizad Method to come up and deliver the closing remarks for this event. Kai, are you ready? Come on up.
Thanks, Merlin. And thanks for everyone for tuning in tonight. Firstly, I'd just like to thank the people that have managed to put today together and for it to run so seamlessly. So thank you to Merlin, thank you to Nikki from KPMG and to James. Really appreciate it. And of course, thanks to Ryan, who's really been instrumental in putting tonight's proceedings together. I guess thinking about it though, really everyone's here tonight for you, everyone sort of tuning in online, all the people who have submitted entries into this year's awards, to the finalists, a really special thank you and also congratulations, and to our winners, I think really deserving in terms of the change that they're driving and the impact that they're having right across our sector. In terms of what we've seen tonight from really exciting, as we just saw then, mixed use developments, integrating residents really into that into the home, to an app which improves communication between the carers and their clients. Really everything leading to what we all are a part of this sector for, which is driving better outcomes for older Australians. So again, just a final thank you to the senior leadership at the Commonwealth Bank and KPMG, foundation partners of innovAGEING, but also, of course, to Merlin, driving a lot of change right across sector, which is really important for the future of aged care. And we're in a very interesting time at the moment, and we really need the support of everyone to continue to deliver the care required to meet the demands and requirements of the future. So thanks for everyone for tuning in tonight. Hopefully we'll be able to catch up in person soon. Well done to all the winners. Well done to the finalists. Thanks for joining us.